I really feel that the dress code policy at Disney has a lot more to do with what the girl looks like, the girl's age, her body type, than what she's actually wearing. Going to spend as much as a family that's there who's getting uncomfortable looking at the young lady in the short shorts. So I really feel like they're trying to appease that type of spender at Disney World, and it has really nothing to do with what the girl is wearing, or like the thing of like, oh, she's wearing a halter top, the halter top, you know, rides and stuff like that. This has to do entirely, in my opinion, with trying to appease certain people who feel uncomfortable by what the girl is wearing. So as many of you know, Disney has a dress code policy that has gotten like really strict over the years. I mean, I remember I was at Epcot and I bought a halter top in the country areas, and this halter top was like made of like a silk material. It like flowed over your chest and it was completely backless, and it had this tiny little string that tied it together. And I bought this top at Epcot. This was Disney merchandise, sold in the countries, bought it there, put it on in the bathroom there and walked around Epcot. And I can remember doing that, and I can remember so many girls being able to walk around Epcot and not be kind of like harassed about what they're wearing, and kind of like, yeah. So I don't know, the current Disney dress code policy, I kind of feel has gone like so far. I mean, basically, so for example, this is a halter top that ties around the neck. I would never be able to wear this at Disney World, but I would totally be able to wear it at Universal Studios. And this may be a little bit of a controversial video because like I don't like, no matter what or how I phrase this, it's going to come off in a way that's going to have, you know, some type of controversy. But like the truth of the matter is, I really feel that the dress code policy at Disney has a lot more to do with what the girl looks like, the girl's age, her body type, than what she's actually wearing. You know, I will see women of all different shapes and sizes wearing very similar outfits at Disney, halter tops, you know, tops that show like a lot of like, you know, upper area. And these are women of all shapes and sizes, and these women don't seem to be getting dress coded at Disney World. It only seems to be the younger girls that are like of like a thinner body type or like younger in appearance, and it always seems to be like the same type of profile of girl that's getting dress coded at Disney World. And the truth is, it's hot at Disney World. Like, I mean, like, what are you supposed to wear? Like, like the heat indexes at Disney World are like insane, but you don't get dress coded at Universal Studios, and then women of all sizes at Disney World are not getting dress coded. So it's like, I'm a little bit confused by what exactly the Disney dress code policy is. And like, there's even been girls who have said like, it's not even just like the tops, oh, like the thing ties around your neck. It's also like, oh, your shorts are too short. It's like the swamp. Like, what do you want me to wear? You want me to wear a maxi dress and a scarf? And then you'd probably have a problem with that too. So yeah, the Disney dress code policy has gone a little like nuts. It's definitely discouraging me from going there. I definitely feel like I would be a lot more comfortable going to Universal Studios than Disney World, just because I don't want to be harassed. And even if I didn't wear a halter top and I wore something else, they could very easily say, oh, your shorts are too short, even though they are the average short that you would wear, like buy at like Abercrombie or Hollister. They will come at you and be like, oh, those shorts are too short. And you're like, but it's like 108 degrees outside. Like, what am I supposed to wear? They are not getting dress coded. Certain type of girl that fits a certain type of profile. It doesn't seem like this is a universal policy that is kind of like going after every woman. Like, you cannot wear shorts this length, period. You cannot wear a halter top like this, period. It is, if you look like this, you cannot wear this. And I'm going to be honest, I think it's like a controversial comment for me to say, but I really do believe this has a lot more to do with what the girl looks like and how she looks like in the clothes, and it has to do with what she's wearing. And I think that, I'm going to be very honest, this is something no one has really talked about. I feel like it has a lot to do with appeasing the average customer at Disney World. I mean, they talk about like, oh, Disney's supposed to be like a family environment, and then it also says like, oh, we don't want to like anything that causes like discomfort or something like, or makes other like customers uncomfortable. Well, is the girl's attire making the people there uncomfortable, or is it that someone is feeling bad about themselves looking at what the girl's looking like, and they are the main money spender there because maybe they're there with like a large group of people. Maybe the girl is just there like as a couple or something like that. And then this other person is looking at her, you know, and spending like $120 on every lunch because you have to feed everyone in your family, and you're getting annoyed looking at this girl in the short shorts. I'm going to be very honest. I have seen Disney vloggers, or I don't know if they're Disney vloggers specifically, or they're like theme park vloggers, but like you'll watch their vlogs and like there's many times they've made comments like, oh, that girl that just walked by me, she had like shorts and they were just like too short. And so yeah, I am feeling very self-conscious about the Disney policy. I do not feel that it is universal at all. They talk about on their site, we don't want to make anyone feel uncomfortable. If you think about it, if a young girl is there and she's in her short shorts and she's in her halter top and she's there like with her boyfriend or something at Disney World, they are not going to spend as much as a family that's there who's getting uncomfortable looking at the young lady in the short shorts. So I really feel like they're trying to appease that type of spender at Disney World, and it has really nothing to do with what the girl is wearing, or like the thing of like, oh, she's wearing a halter top, the halter top, you know, rides and stuff like that. This has to do entirely, in my opinion, with trying to appease certain people who feel uncomfortable by what the girl is wearing. And like, again, you will watch these Disney vloggers or like theme park vloggers and they'll make comments like, oh, look at that girl and she's in those short shorts, and like, and then like you look at like their creepy husband or something and he's like staring at the like the other girl. It's like, you know, yeah, the Disney dress code policy is like definitely like annoying me, and I think that I am like, I'm not saying I'll never go to Disney again, but I'm definitely going to start to go to Universal a lot more, where I don't feel like I'm being like, oh, you're young, you're thin, you're wearing an outfit, and we don't like that here. So I'm gonna definitely like start to probably go to Universal more. I have never really heard of any problems at Universal in that regard. I think that from what I've heard of a lot of young people, there's a lot of good looking people at Universal Studios, and like I think that Universal Studios attracts a more younger crowd, like millennial and Generation Z, and I just think that in a sense Universal is a lot more inclusive than Disney World is kind of trying to be right now. So yeah, that's my little rant on Disney World, and it's just been bothering me because I'm seeing like one video after another of like different girls like on TikTok and stuff being like their stories were self-conscious about what I was wearing, and I was like really trying my best to like be appropriate for them, and like still the creepy like security guard, he was like wanting my butt. He was wanting my butt like way too long. I don't know why he was doing that, just probably because he was creepy. Yeah, so that was my little rant on Disney World, and yeah, and I don't like the dress code very much, in case you didn't notice. So yeah, I hope you guys liked my little video, and I'm gonna be totally honest, I'm definitely gonna be going to Universal Studios a lot more than Disney World, just because I don't have to worry about my shorts being too short at Universal Studios.